Naval combat is a fascinating field, conjuring up images of majestic ships traversing the vast oceans, engaging in tactical battles, and defending national interests. From the legendary ships of yesteryear to today's sophisticated military vessels, the evolution of naval combat reflects our quest to conquer and dominate the seas. The modern Navy has a diverse arsenal of ships capable of performing multiple functions in today's dynamic military environment. Military ships come in a variety of shapes and sizes. Despite possible naming differences between countries, all modern warships are generally categorized. These include frigates, corvettes, destroyers, cruisers, submarines, landing craft, and aircraft carriers. Each type of warship performs an essential function in the overall mix of naval operations, ensuring multitasking and mission effectiveness. Some may never leave their home ports and spend time patrolling coastal waters, others provide operational humanitarian support, and still others have the firepower to completely destroy cities. In exploring the variety of modern warship types, we will consider their historical significance, the technological improvements they have undergone over time, and their role within the fleet. These warships provide us with valuable insight into the key role they have played in shaping the balance of power on the world stage. In this context, we will delve into the depths of naval warfare and uncover the history of 7 types of modern warships and their contributions and continuing impact on the maritime power of nations. Corvettes are highly maneuverable, high-speed vessels often used for coastal patrol. Although the classification of corvettes may vary from country to country, these ships are typically limited to operations near naval bases and rarely operate autonomously on the high seas. These ships are known for their ability to respond quickly to threats along a nation's coastline, making them valuable assets for rapid attack and response. A significant advantage of Corvette-class ships is their compact size and outstanding speed. Because of their smaller size, they do not require specialized naval engineering docks like aircraft carriers or cruisers. Instead, smaller engineering bays can be used, making mass production easier. Although the U.S. Navy currently has no ships officially designated as corvettes, there are a number of smaller classes of ships that fall into a similar category. In particular, the larger patrol boats in service with the U.S. Coast Guard have characteristics and capabilities similar to corvettes, although they do not have such a specific designation. Throughout naval history, the term frigate has been applied to various types of ships, encompassing a wide range of classifications. From traditional masted sailing ships to modern escort missile carriers, the concept of a frigate has undergone significant changes. In the modern era, frigates are larger than corvettes or coastal patrol boats, but inferior in armament to destroyers or cruisers. During World War II, frigates served a critical intermediate role between corvettes and destroyers and cruisers. Corvettes lacked the resources to effectively perform extended missions on the high seas. Frigates were designed to be faster than corvettes, but with sufficient armament for anti-submarine operations. Although they lacked the firepower of cruisers or destroyers, their primary mission was to escort convoys and engage vulnerable submarines forced to surface. The Oliver Hazard Perry-class warship was the last frigate in active service in the U.S. Navy. However, all active ships of this class were decommissioned in 2015. This decision was prompted by the emergence of a new class of ship known as the littoral combat ship, which took over the former functions of the frigates. The U.S. Navy is currently considering a return to the frigate designation as part of a recently awarded design contract with Fincantieri. This future frigate class is currently named Constellation and is expected to be commissioned and operational in the next few years. Cruisers are known as some of the most imposing and well-defended surface warships in modern navies. Their size and armament are superior to aircraft carriers, which rely primarily on aircraft as their primary weapons. After World War II, the distinction between cruisers and destroyers was largely erased. Traditionally, cruisers were characterized by heavy armor and significant offensive potential. However, with the advent of guided missiles in warfare, heavily armored ships lost their relevance. As a result, cruisers shifted their focus from armor to missile platforms and torpedo launchers. Although modern cruisers have less impressive armor, they are still extremely dangerous ships. Many of these cruisers are equipped with vertical launch, main-caliber missile systems, and various smaller-caliber artillery systems. Modern cruisers perform critical offensive functions in theater. In addition to their powerful offensive capabilities, many modern cruisers are equipped with advanced electronic countermeasures and defensive systems, often serving as missile defense platforms. Although cruisers have evolved over time, they retain their importance in the naval structure. They continue to be optimized for combat effectiveness and multi-mission operations, and serve as the backbone of many navies around the world. Destroyers played an important role as fast attack craft during World War II, serving primarily as escort ships attached to battle groups. Their ability to carry torpedoes and effectively counter submarines made them an important tool in naval warfare. However, the picture of naval tactics and doctrine has changed significantly with the widespread introduction of modern guided missiles. In the immediate post-World War II era, destroyers had greater speed than cruisers, although they were comparatively less armored and equipped with less advanced shipboard technology. They relied on escort ships to provide advanced logistics and tracking capabilities, but compensated with increased firepower, torpedoes, and anti-submarine mines. Their specific missions during World War II required special design and functionality. Destroyers had to approach enemy ships quickly and deliver lightning strikes, which led to a reduction in armor thickness and a focus on ship-to-ship weapons such as torpedoes. The advent of guided missiles made armor largely obsolete, as modern missiles are capable of penetrating most traditional armor plating. As a result, the need for heavily armored warships decreased. This shift allowed destroyers and cruisers to be equipped with comparable equipment and armor, thus equalizing their combat capabilities. Modern destroyers still perform a variety of escort functions. However, many have been converted into mobile missile platforms armed with guided missile launchers. This metamorphosis allows them to perform both offensive and defensive missions, greatly expanding their potential in modern naval warfare. Contrary to their name, not all amphibious assault ships are designed to operate exclusively ashore. Their primary mission is to rapidly transport significant amounts of land-based equipment, including trucks, tanks, and troops, from ships to shore. Amphibious vehicles come in a variety of sizes and configurations, most notably the Wasp class. While they may superficially resemble aircraft carriers due to their imposing size, they are inferior in size and perform different operational functions. USS Makin Island and similar amphibious assault ships serve as transport and command ships. During operations, they are capable of transporting approximately 1,800 fully equipped ground troops, as well as vehicles and other resources necessary to establish a base of operations anywhere on the planet. The U.S. Navy's amphibious fleet operates in close coordination with the Marine Corps, whose primary mission is the rapid transfer of units to any theater of operations. With worldwide base coverage and landing ship support, the Marine Corps can establish a beachhead on any coast in a matter of days. In addition to large amphibious assault ships such as the Wasp class, there are a number of smaller amphibious assault ships. These ships can be brought ashore to offload equipment and personnel. Examples include a tank-like amphibious assault vehicle that can operate both on land and in water, and the Landcraft Utility Vehicle, which can be brought ashore and provide ramps for rapid landing of small vehicles and troops. Submarines have undergone significant changes since World War II, most notably the introduction of nuclear reactors. This revolutionary addition eliminated one of the major limitations of submarines: Previously, diesel-powered submarines had to surface periodically, making them vulnerable to enemy attack. In contrast, modern nuclear-powered submarines are able to generate their own water and oxygen, allowing them to remain submerged for extended periods of time and operate autonomously. In addition, the increased power of nuclear reactors has facilitated the development of larger submarines equipped with multiple missile launchers. The innovative efforts of Admiral Hyman George Rickover, who oversaw the development of the world's first nuclear-powered submarines, earned him the title Father of the Atomic Navy. In assessing their combat potential, Rickover also predicted that submarines could eventually make other types of ships obsolete, and envisioned a future in which all naval missions could be effectively performed by these submarines. Modern submarines perform a wide range of functions, including countermeasures, radar operations, escort, asset deployment, and functioning as mobile missile platforms. Their ability to submerge and remain undetected for long periods of time has made them among the most lethal and effective warships at sea today, second only to aircraft carriers. Their versatility and strategic advantages make them indispensable to any modern fleet. The widespread introduction of aircraft carriers after World War II led to dramatic changes in naval warfare. Along with the advent of guided missiles, aircraft carriers completely supplanted battleships and have dominated modern navies ever since. Modern aircraft carriers are grandiose, state-of-the-art vessels that resemble small floating cities with a crew of about 5,000. Currently, the largest aircraft carrier in the world is the recently commissioned Gerald R. Ford class, which replaces the long-lived Nimitz class. The Gerald R. Ford class represents the pinnacle of aircraft carrier engineering, utilizing advanced electronics and innovative technology in its design. Unlike its predecessor, the Nimitz, this class does not use obsolete internal systems such as steam lines. With these advances, carriers can achieve equivalent operational capabilities by reducing crew size by about 500. Aircraft carriers today perform a wide range of missions, serving as mobile attack and defense platforms and operating a variety of air groups. Their mobility also makes carriers a rapid reaction force capable of rapid deployment. In addition, carriers are often involved in diplomatic efforts, as few facilities demonstrate diplomacy more visibly than a multi-billion-dollar floating weapons platform anchored off the coast of a foreign nation. Carriers also play a key role in disaster relief and humanitarian missions. Their modern capabilities allow them to provide power to affected areas, feed thousands of people, and produce some 200,000 gallons of potable water daily. These capabilities make carriers an invaluable asset in crisis management and relief efforts on a global scale. In summary, the modern Navy is a complex system, with each type of ship performing specific tasks. From small corvettes to mighty aircraft carriers, they all contribute to a nation's maritime power. The evolution of warships reflects advances in technology and changes in strategy. Today, these ships not only participate in combat operations but also carry out humanitarian missions. The diversity of ship types demonstrates the complexity of maritime strategy in today's world and its importance in ensuring national security and global stability.